Okay, so continuing on our discussion about absolute values, if I were to give you, let's say, an equation such as this, with a question mark inside the absolute value sign, what two values could you replace that question mark with that would make that equation true? Well, hopefully you would tell me that that question mark could be replaced with either 4 or -4, right? Because we know that the absolute value of 4 equals 4. We also know that the absolute value of -4 equals 4. So that question mark can be replaced by either one of those numbers, and it would make the equation true, or the statement true. All right, so if I said, for instance, if I asked you for the absolute value of x equals 5, you would tell me that x is equal to 5 and or x is equal to -5. Now let's make this a little bit more interesting. What happens if I said x minus 2, the absolute value of x minus 2 is equal to 5? Well, what do we know? We know that the stuff inside the absolute value right here is going to be equal to two values, right? This whole thing right here is either going to be equal to 5 or -5. So we would write x minus 2 equals 5 and or, put this down just a bit, and or x minus 2 equals -5. And now we would basically solve for these two different equations. So we would add 2 to both sides here, and we wind up getting x is equal to 7. Here we would add 2 to both sides of the equation, and I'd wind up getting x is equal to -3. So this equation would actually have, this equation right here would actually have two solutions. And let's do a check real quick. If I replaced x with 7, so if I want the absolute value of 7 minus 2 equals 5, does it equal to 5? Well, that would be the absolute value of 5 equals 5. Is that true? And 5 does equal 5. Check. Let's try the other one. So if I said the absolute value of -3 minus 2, does that equal 5? Well, let's see, that's the absolute value of -5. Does that equal 5? And 5 does equal 5. So that also is a check. So we've checked both solutions to make sure that they actually will make the equation a true statement.